welcome to JCCR Racing and the weekly races and Red Trial Mountain this evening. It's been a bit of an insane last few weeks, lots of dirty drivers, and really the only way I find to really survive this and not have your safety rating, not your safety rating, but your speed rating go down drastically is to get a really good qualifying time and stay out on top. And the last 3 weeks, we haven't been doing the work to get the high qualifying time. The result is we got kicked out of the C. We're now back in the D class, so if you want to avoid getting kicked out of your current league and racing at a more competitive level, I do recommend that you put a good amount of time, money-making Mondays, hit the offline mode, drive the track that's the weekly race you're going to be racing at, and get a good 20-30 laps in. Do the circuit experience. And then make sure you get a very solid qualifying time. Otherwise, like myself, you'll probably risk getting into a lower league and probably will get kicked out of your current league and put into a lower league. And the D League is pretty bumpy, so let's try to survive this. Hopefully some safe, smart driving will get us through here without getting speared into another stratosphere and just completely thrown off track. Alfa Romeo seem to be handling the track quite well here. Super Doofus, good evening. Knight Rider Jim. So it didn't take long, already booted off by this, I believe, Argentinian, my goodness, driver. This is kind of ridiculous. 7 seconds of penalty. Well, if anyone's ever deserved the Batman, it's this driver right here. And I think I wasn't the only one that wanted to take him off the track. A few little extra taps here to keep us on. Ronan, good evening. Howdy, friend. Thanks for making it in. Starting up a little earlier this evening. Still fighting. I haven't shook off the cold from last week, or the head flu. So back to having a sore throat. Bit of congestion in the nose, so I'm gonna try to get to bed earlier, and I want to get to racing the YouTubers versus subscribers portion of the live earlier. iSquirrel86, welcome, friend. Thank you very much for making it. iSquirrel86 actually made us our very first JCCR livery. Oh, Super Doofus. Oh, by the way, folks, check out Super Doofus's livery. Texted it to me. I got the chance to look at it, and it is fantastic. Amazing first effort. Really nice work, so I'm looking forward to a Batman livery. Alright, so we're in 8. It looks like we're 2 seconds ahead. We're on medium tires, so we'll have the advantage towards the end of the race when the field is spread out more. We can work on getting better, safer laps at least. Less crashy laps. Just tired. I hear you, Tom. I hear you. I went through that last week being unbelievably tired. I was also confused. No memory. No concentration. Just a good old-fashioned head flu, I guess. Alright, so we're now in 7. Not sure what happened at the top of the pack. Maybe someone... I'm not sure. Yeah, really not sure. So maybe someone quit out. It's about as close as you can get to that wall. Gotta remember to rev out the 911. Contrary to the Mercedes AMG, the Viper, Corvette, all early shifters. This gets revved out, I believe, the most, even more than the Ferrari 458. Make most of your speed is made when it's already flashing. So here we go. Looks like we've picked up 6th. Right on. We got punted and booted around, but a little bit of persistence, and we're making it back, climbing the top, and this is good. We're on medium tires, so if we can get up into about 5th, maybe 4th, on these mediums, then we've got a chance to finish podium with the softs. Trying to be smooth, because often smooth driving equals fast driving. Gotta get silky smooth, light hands. There we go, this should be a half decent lap. We're running a 157 on mediums. If we can get 3 seconds off, the softs will be in absolute solid shape. Knight Rider, Jim, Ronan, everyone's here. Maybe Dark J getting in a little bit later, more towards the races. Plus, going outside the usual time. Aussie Bug, welcome, friend. And again, Aussie Bug, the legendary Aussie Bug, has created us so many of our team liveries. Thank you so much, Aussie Bug. Really kind of you. Really a great gift you gave to the whole racing team here. I'm getting a little bit of over rotation, but I'm on +4. Can I really fix that by playing with the brake balance? I'm not sure. Just maybe ease into the throttle a little more gently, get into it a little slower. No pedal to the metal action, but I haven't been doing pedal to the metal. I've been easing into it. So I could also go into the options. You can go into your controller options, go down to pedals, and make it so the pedals are... you can play around with the sensitivity. You can even play around with their engagement point. Have it start engaging further in. Oh, and we've been hit. Hit for the pass. Oh, it's the same guy as earlier. Isn't that interesting? Oh, someone's going to cleanly pass us. Very well done. Chuck right behind this fine fellow here, who's running a medicated bumper ointment. A little bum draft with them. There we go, we got more the inside, so we got the pass in. That is, I guess, how it's done. I gotta learn to do that more often. No over-rotation issue there, so just being smoother with the pedals, making all the difference. A little slow there, as I can see the pack is catching up these mediums. How many laps should we be running the mediums for? I'm feeling like we can get, what, 7 laps out of the softs? So I guess next time by, we should throw on the softs. Let me know in the comment section. Hi, Squirrel86, thank you for the support. Alright, let's go from the outside here. Make sure we catch the inside of that apex and not lose stability and control. Fly through the top of forward. There we go. That's much better than any of the laps we've done previously here. Slowly learning the track. I think there's a little matchy something. The Argentinian driver, I think, is bumping his way, battling it out, and you know what? That might cause a crash out for either him or his opponent. I pit on lap 6. Alright, so we'll pit at the end of the next one, and we'll have the softs running stronger laps. We can cut 3 seconds off using the softs. That will be, we'll maybe pick up the fastest lap. Missed the apex there, so very late on the throttle. That'll cost us a bit of time. Alright, we got 10 watching. We made it to the 10 counter. Right on, folks. Thank you so much for making it in. And if you'd be kind enough, help grow our community. More members, more subscribers will mean more intel, more information, and while more knowledge is more power. Wes Francis, welcome in. Howdy, friend. Thank you for making it back. Much appreciated. Will you be racing with us at the end of these 11 laps? We'll do some YouTubers versus subscriber races. Love to have you along for the racing. Oh, you make fantastic liveries, Aussie Bug. Oh, and you're doing livery tutorial videos. Wow. Maybe that's how Super Doofus got his new solid livery that he built. So yeah, I'd recommend anyone who wants a livery how-to video, check out Aussie Bug GT7 on YouTube. Alright, 2.3 seconds behind. Let's see what the soft tires will do, where we can end up at the end of this race. Follow these tire marks here on the track. Alright, let's not cross any white lines. Let's get in here and throw on these softs. Alright, the top of the pack are removing their softs. So I think we're in business here. First, second, third. Okay, fourth looks like they're removing their softs as well. It looks like I was the only one driving mediums. If we don't get hit while we're going through here, I think we've got a winning strategy. I think we've got the capability to get up onto podium, in one of those podium positions. Ronan, I hear you. For the longest time, every morning, I just asked my girlfriend. We're engaged now, been engaged forever, married in God's eyes. So my wife, before she became my wife, I'd always just ask her, hey, do these colors work together? And hey, enough perseverance, and now I've got it in my head what colors work together for the most part. Not to have too many colors at once. Oh my goodness. My goodness, we just got hit hard. What is up with these weekly races? Like, I think that should be a penalty. And if it was, I have a strong feeling, yeah, that should also be, this guy again. I'm really getting fed up with this guy. It should be a penalty, and it should almost be like disqualification. Just pull the plug on them. This guy, risk getting Batman so hard that after the hit, they'll be calling him Robin. Be wanting to wear leotards after this. But patience is best. Turning the other cheek is good. But teaching life lessons is also not that bad either. I think this guy's hit us 5-6 times. We have yet to touch him. Now he's on mediums, and I believe, and now I'm on the softs. So let's see what we can do here. Get a nice, clean, safe pass. Or is he gonna go pit? No, he's just moved out of the way. He's just here to hit, and when people get in position to hit him, he disappears to come back to destroy you from behind. What a joker! Hey, Hodor! Welcome back, my friend. Thanks for making it back. good to have you in the group again. Keep coming back like this. You're going to have to consider joining the JCCR racing team if it's not already the situation. This individual is quick, and we moved out of the way just in time. Christopher Beaver, welcome back, friend. Howdy. Good to have you here. My goodness, we're going to be up to, what is this, 15? Thank you very much, guys. I look forward to racing with you all in not much time. About 6 to 8 minutes, we'll all be racing together, at least getting the races set up. 3 minutes, roughly 2 minutes. 3 and a bit laps, 3.5, 3.25 laps left. Hey, Daniel. Good evening, Daniel. I am good. Getting a bit of the head flu coming back or something else. Bit of a sore throat again. Nose is bothering me, but I appreciate you guys putting up with me while my voice is off and my patience and energy levels are lower. Out of this game, out of this world gaming. Welcome back, friend. Good to have you back. Folks, don't forget, check out Out of This World Gaming YouTube channel. He gets really in-depth, giving out the best information on board games, the highs and lows. You know, what kind of thought process? Is it a very technical game, or how's the learning process to the game? So he covers it all that need-to-know information, and board games are need to play. Really good for brain development in younger people. It's also good for people who don't have a developing mind to just stay sharp. Philness GT, my goodness, we've got a huge crew in tonight. All the legends are here. Good to have you back, Philness. How are you, buddy? How's YouTube, the YouTube world and car community, the racing community been treating you? You can absolutely cross-reference channels here. That's what we're here for. I want everyone to succeed and do well. Some people think that you have to compete with others. No, you should motivate each other to succeed and get to the next level. But the great thing about, capitalism is there's enough to go around for everyone. The more that people succeed, the more success that's out there, the more quantity of things and wealth that's out there flowing around in the system. Now it looks like even with the soft tires here, I am having trouble. I'm wondering if he's on soft tires or I'm just not fast enough. Yes, Hodor, we will have fun tonight. And I will leave my frustration with this race and being taken to Pound Town several times. I'm going to leave it with this race and come in to our lobby races clean, safe, and smart. There you go. There's enough subs for everyone. Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Philness. And on the subject, folks, don't forget, let's get Philness to 1,000 subscribers before Christmas. Check out his channel. Give him some subscribes, hit the like button on as many of his videos as you can, and a little trick to help out Philness before you go to bed. If you've got unlimited internet, because I don't want anyone to run up a $100 bill doing this, but if you've got unlimited or near unlimited internet, more than you need in the month before going to bed, put your laptop or phone, whatever you use, on one of his playlists, and just play out one of his playlists, play out a bunch of his videos. Okay, starting to get better, I think better through this corner. I haven't had the community coach me through this track the way that they have at Suzuka, so I got fast there because of that. Highway 1, got really quick there through help from the community on pretty much every turn. definitely a few races that through coaching really, look at that. Ruining someone else's race again. That's how this guy passes. That should just at least be time penalties, but I think it just be an automatic pull from the race. And I'm still too slow to catch up, but I'm going to persevere through this. I'm going to keep trying to get a little bit faster. Who knows? Last lap, maybe we can get up into 5th or 4th. Or maybe we can just Batman Machake, help him learn a little bit about life. What goes around comes around. Oh, so you're good for the watch hours, but yeah, same here. More than good for the watch hours, but I need those 1,000 subs for this to be a business. And I've got an eye. Costco has the play seat, the metal frame with the seat. I would like to have less flex in the steering wheel. I should have been there top of 4th, I was bottom of 4th, so that's on me. Nice. I think Hayden is trying to brake in front of the car behind him. Good job. Hayden, I'm telling you, if you can slow him down, I will knock him out. You line him up, and I'll knock him out. I'm gonna push Hayden up here, try to give him the boost. Let me boost you, buddy. Stop moving. Let's go together. Let's do this. Let's pass this clown. And don't worry, I will not boost you at the very end here. Actually, brake early to avoid a collision. Oh, and he's still racing clean. What a gentleman this Aiden is. After all the abuse he's taken, still no retaliation. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He still found a way to ruin our race. Thanks a lot, you fine fellow. Look at what he just did. So I didn't want to collide with Aiden, so I went hard on the brakes, and that was it for us. Someone managed to knock this guy out? Yes, someone did manage, and he's still trying to block everyone. Congratulations to whoever Batman that guy as the worst driver I has ever seen drive. My goodness, it's like he's in constant road rage mode. And I guess, I don't know, we got a few C racers here, so I don't know what that is about. Oh, and he's a D rated. Alright, so we'll be setting up the YouTubers versus subscribers in just a moment. I'll depump. Hodor, thank you for sharing. It's always good to know that the struggle is real and that you're going through it with others. And Daniel saying you got to race with JCCR West today in sport mode, and it was awesome. Right on. I like it when the community gets to race together. We got to race 1 or 2 weeks ago in lobby mode, in this mode here, weekly race mode, the sport mode, with Super Doofus. It was nice. I wish we could have kind of lined up and just worked back to back. And a big congratulations to Aiden here. That was some clean, unbelievably patient racing. We got a clean race bonus, so clearly we weren't responsible for any of the nonsense going down. But, yeah, we would have picked up, we were in 6th. The Argentinian driver would have been kicked down. We would have finished in 5th. If it wasn't for, the crash that he created. Well, let me spread some kindness here. Oh, and he's gone. That is unfortunate. Well, I'm sure I'm not the only one that noticed that he was by far the worst driver we've ever seen. But thanks for the race to the rest. Is Aiden here? I'd love to say, congratulations, but oh well. Congratulations. People were quick to get out of this, very quick, it looks like, to get out of this weekly race, sport mode. So we still have our S safety rating, I believe, on full, and our D, on full. So we've got the full safety rating, we've got our Boy Scout badge of honor, and our D rating has gone up. Slowly getting better, slowly but surely. And let's just see here. Just going to get into the live. We're at 19. We need one more to break that 20. And a special thank you to the members. I will try to promote you as much as possible. And when you are a member, just, sometimes I don't see it go by, but don't be shy. Share it with the group that you're a member. Really appreciate as you're making this all very possible. And there we go. We got 21 watching. Knowing the kindness level of this group, I do believe that there's good chances that people just opened up their second account on one of their other devices. So thank you very much, crew. Really appreciate all the support. You guys are absolutely fantastic. And Udit Singh saying, just saw the message on the lobby. Good last race. Udit Singh, thank you very much. If you go back and watch that live, you'll see it was pretty comical. That was the dirtiest driver, or the most road rage driver we have ever witnessed. And Mustang is ready. Mustang Drifter, fantastic. You're actually going to be in the races tonight. Good. So let's create this room and get to the races. If I want to get rid of this sore throat, I'm going to have to go to bed before midnight at some point. Let's see. Load the settings. Let's get the best template. Yeah, we got Aussie Man from Australia with us. Very cool. And we're up to 22. This is one of the best lives in regards to people watching. So thank you very much for making that possible, folks. Now, Watkins Glen, 4 laps. We'll start the races here. Winner picks the next race, so there is a prize to being in first. So when you're part of the JCCR racing community and part of the live stream, whether you're part of the pit crew, giving tips, giving hints, just being part of the community, you're part of the JCCR racing pit crew. And if you're actually racing, well, thank you very much for being here for the races. So you make this entertainment and fun quite possible. Usually we're looks like we're between usually about 8 to 10 of the regulars, and we go up to 12. So at 12, it's getting better and better. Races are getting cleaner because we have less randoms showing up, possibly, quite often causing trouble. Usually when we used to have, let's say, 6 randoms, there'd be about 4 or 3 worth keeping, and we had to usually kick 2 to 3 out. Now, if we've only got 2 available positions, we only have to worry about 2 randoms. Not playing clean. Christopher Bieber, fantastic. Make it in, buddy. At 9, 10, 11, 12. Don't rush, because we might race one race and then kick somebody out. But we've got some B ratings, and I've got no problem kicking B ratings out. So let me know when you're about. It's full already. Well, Christopher Bieber, let's see. We'll unfortunately... We'll have to prejudge here, but, it's not just prejudice, because it's actually based on historical data. It's based on the data. Cracer, I'm sorry. Make it back. Well, you're a fellow Canadian, but make it back when your safety rating is a little higher. I hate doing that, but you hadn't picked your car either, so there's your spot to either Philness or Christopher Bieber, whoever was trying to get in. A.Noob already looks sus. Let's see. Dano, dropping the term. I know what sus means. I've learned this. A-Noob. Yeah, with the name, that is kind of suspicious, and it's a B rating, so let me know if we're still missing a spot here. Oh, Father Time, welcome. Howdy. Nice to meet you. I don't think we've seen you before, so check out Father Time's YouTube channel. Give him a subscribe. Check out his videos, give him some likes to those videos so that YouTube, the algorithm, will push out his videos, or at least offer them in a little scroll section. Now, let's see here. can't get in. So Daniel wants to get in. So A noob with the B rating. I guess we have to get pickier, and part of the pickiness process is going to be have an S rating, because even S's can actually, an S rating can still mean you're a pretty bumpy driver. There needs to be S plus, kind of like a premium setting, S plus and S plus plus. And 20 Speed saying, I am back. Well, welcome back, 20 Speed. Good to have you. We got Marciello. Great to have you back again, Marciello. Ghost 503. Did we get everyone in? Or am I going to have to do it kind of wild here and set it up beyond 12 racers? I do like the 12 racer setup. Oh no, Christopher Bieber, you're not finding the lobby because it's full yet again. I'm out of B rating people to kick, so let me kick it up. Get ready. I'm going to do something a little out of the ordinary here, a little wild, and let more racers in if I can actually pick that from here. Maybe I can't. And I always like having my glasses when it comes to reading here off the screen. I don't think I can actually switch the number of racers at this particular time. And if I'm just blind, I know we know that's the case, but let me know if I'm just missing it about where top, bottom, medium, top, middle, or bottom number of laps for. You'd think they'd have number of racers rate, beside number of laps. So I guess we're gonna have to keep it here. We'll go up to practice race. No, nothing there. So top. Okay, thank you very much. Father time. Auto start off. Watkins Glen. Time limit. No. Preset. Afternoon. Equal conditions. Times 1. Rolling start. Set by host. We have to start a new lobby. Okay, so we're going to stick at 12 because I don't want to kick everyone out. Let's get down to racing. Let's get some D's at the top. Marciello. Let's put up Marciello. So give a little more challenge to the top racers, like Out of This World Gaming and JCCR Knight Rider Jim. Let's get you a little lower. And I'm going to put myself a little higher because I'm now a D-rated driver. So I get to throw myself up top here. I don't know what L42. I can't remember what he's rated, so let's just see what he is. Hodor saying, put me down. Remind me, Hodor, are you Marciello or L412? Give me the reminder. Now let's see. Okay, Rizio A, Bren A, Ghost. We got to get Ghost up top. Yeah, Marciello. Okay. So Marciello, no problem. I can put you down. And the other one, Ghost, let's make him the bunny. And let's put me down a little more. I want to follow Dano here. Oh, Vroom Vroom got kicked. Vroom Vroom, if you're one of the B rated racers, I'm sorry to have kicked you. It's just we had all our regulars, a lot of regulars, trying to get into the race. And as a new, I guess, rule of thumb I have to make, because I couldn't switch it above 12 racers, if someone has a B rating for safety, we unfortunately, well, it's not prejudging someone, it's post-judging them. It's post-judging because it's based on their historical driving data. So the B racers, if there's a need, do get kicked, but usually I like testing out the B safety rating guys when we can, because, if they're clean, then great. So folks, try not to take each other out. Let's have a good, clean, safe race. I'm sorry to the B racers that I took out. Tomorrow night, I'm going to set it up. I'll stretch it out to 14 and see if we can still drive trouble-free at 14, but even at 12, sometimes we get into a real cluster at turn 1. So let's see today, can we survive turn 1 without a cluster? So over the top of the pack, it looks like things are good here. Ghost still running bunny for a moment. Being followed by the very fast Dano. I think Dano's being held back at the moment with Ghost, as I seem to be closing the distance here. That or I took some magical line that made me go quicker. Now here, can we survive this section without a major accident? Yes, we have. So the back of the pack and the mirrors looking solid. Maybe we can start the races with 14 tomorrow night, because I do not feel comfortable all that good kicking people out, unless they've been driving dirty, which pre-driving, not a good feeling. Sorry, folks. All right, so let's get into the race here. Focus on putting down the brakes lightly here, right at the bottom of the rubber. We'll coast up the hill. Let the hill remove our speed. Oh, thank you very much, Vroom, for taking it well, and seeing what you like in life. In life, we can be in a situation where we don't feel it's fair or favorable, but we can either play victim, one choice. We can either complain about it, two choice. Some people will get physical when they don't like the outcome of something, but the best option is just fix the situation. We need to be problem solvers. It's one of the great beauties of being part of the human species. We can do all the animal nonsense, which is rarely a good option, or we can overcome and be above those animal instincts, and we can actually do what humans are best at, or they're at their best when they're working to find solutions to problems, creative solutions, taking responsibility, and controlling one's animal instincts, overcoming the base desires. You can also find us with searching for friends. You can add me on PSN under JCCR_racing, or just JCCR Race Clean or Kick. I would definitely like to race with you Father Time, even if it means you blow my doors off as you fly by. And we're still staying above the 20 mark. This is fantastic. Thank you so much, everyone, for the support. Alright, I'm going to have to do some money grinding videos soon, because I'm tired of playing right around 5 million. I'd like to get that up to about 30 million and cover some quick ways to make lots of credits. Try covering videos where we make at least 1 million credits per hour. Of course, many of us know the somewhat illegitimate way of making all sorts of credits, in which you take the little Honda and you set it up against one of the fastest cars in the game, but you completely detune the fastest car, and you go to making up your own race. You head up to the Daytona oval track, you take your controller, you put it on turning based on angle, take down or press down the throttle, set yourself up against your controller against some sort of object like your regular steering wheel, the chair, a box, whatever it may be. I'm going to concentrate here and let oh my goodness, I ate the wall, so I made a hit on the car beside me. My apologies. Yeah, bounced off that wall. And then did my best to make it back on the track without taking anyone out, meaning I was going back on track, but with the steering wheel turned quite a bit. So when you go from loose traction or next to no traction to high grip and weight transfer and whatnot, well, you can end up sliding across or spinning out. I definitely didn't want to take anyone out, so I went back on the track in a manner that wasn't beneficial for me, but was safer for other racers. But here we are, we'll be in 12th. Let's see what kind of lap time we can get. We'll redeem our 12th position with a solid lap, try to. Camerloto, good evening. Thank you for making it to our most current most watched live stream, or with the most members at one time. I don't think we've gone above 25 thus far, so nice little small achievement. But that's what you got to do in life. I think it's very important to set goals, and not only get that dopamine and gratification and satisfaction, or the reward, when you make your big goal. Because then in life, if that's the only time you ever talk positively to yourself, you might set up only small goals, or no goals at all, because why set up a big goal and only feel good after a year's worth of work, or 2 years, or 10 years worth of work? So, becoming really proficient with an instrument that takes years might not be on the list. So it's always good to have a big goal, split it. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, the Dark J. I'll wait for you to get back in line here. And always good to set up your have big goals, but set them up in all sorts of little micro goals that you can reward yourself after each one of those, and it'll help motivate you to keep going. Of course, far more important than motivation is discipline and perseverance, because no matter what you're doing, there's no way to make it so that you're motivated every day for months and years at end. They'll say, whatever goal you're trying to achieve, take breaks. I prefer to say, whatever goal you're trying to achieve, plan in little reward segments. Sometimes it's easy to just say, I'm going to go take a break, and you just don't do anything. And it's that doesn't quite activate the reward pleasure center of the brain. All right, so got quite a few JCCR members here at the bottom. I don't think I made everyone crash. I did eat that wall, though. Sorry for those that when I bounced off the wall, I know I kind of slowed down a lot of people. There are two cars beside me. My goal certainly wasn't to eat the wall. I actually ate the wall trying to leave space for the car beside us. And Hodor is on controller. That is completely understandable. Controller is very difficult. But yeah, right controller right there. You go over to Daytona, you set it up on an angle, so that way you just go up against the wall and you'll, set it to whatever it may be, 25, 30, I think ideally about 35 laps, and just let the car go through and pick up those laps for you. You just have to tune out the Honda. Tune it out and make sure it has nitrous. I would need to set up the nitrous button on either here if I'm racing it myself or the controller. And we got Bren N. So Out of This World Gaming, let us know what the next race is going to be. And 20 speed gains 6 positions. Fantastic. And I might have been the one that braked early. So if I was, sorry folks. Here, let's see, our winner was Bren N. Next race. And here we go. Camerlotto, my PSN name again, so you can find the lobbies more easily, is JCCR_racing. That's my PSN name. Send the friend request, and I will gladly add it. So we got Barcelona, no chicane. Barcelona. No chicane, because chicane in French is argument. Here we go. Let's do some 3-lap races. 3 laps, more races. Less laps, more races. More winners. Always nice to win a race. Always feels good, especially when you're racing with legends like that. And the Dark J saying, race clean or you'll get Batmaned. Absolutely. Or if you get a couple complaints against you, you'll get booted. And that's what I forgot to ask from the last race. Did we have anyone racing other than me? Because if I boot myself, folks, I'm sorry, the lobby ends. But did we have anyone that is in a situation that they either need to be Batmaned, just as a little reminder, or booted, or anyone we need to keep an eye on? Let me know in the comment section of the live. Oh, this is the track you wanted last night. Dano saying this is the track that you wanted last night. Fantastic. So we got no B rating. We're all S rated drivers. So we all have, with enough effort, we won't have any crashes. And JCCR Ronan saying, wisdom is patience, wrath is of the fool. Absolutely. You can spend years building a reputation, gaining trust, building a business, and you can ruin it all in one moment of wrath. Mustang Drifter, I'd love to do Grand Valley. I actually picked out Grand Valley last night, but you weren't here. But hopefully we will get to do Grand Valley. So folks, whoever wins the next race, it'd be great if you could do Mustang Drifter a favor. And yeah, no one's getting reported for dirty racing. And Mustang Drifter saying, yeah, absolutely. If someone knocks you by accident, the best way to show that it's an accident is to wait. I ran into the Dark J, but I just couldn't avoid him. It was in the process of the bus line. Maybe a situation I didn't have to wait, but I did, because sometimes it's just good to show respect, especially if you're not sure whose fault the situation is. I have generally say if the car's in front of you and they go off track because of you, then it's good chances it's your fault. You're responsible for what's in front of you. They're not really responsible for what's behind them, unless they're brake checking like here. Well, then that's 100% their fault. Oh, Dano is in a Lamborghini. Well, I've seen it all, folks. The Texas Ranger has gone Italian. It's the tomato sauce Texas Ranger now. I guess the Texas Ranger likes a little spaghetti from time to time. And he's already breaking away. Mr. Fast being slowed, followed by Lieutenant Slow here. Oh, we can get this back. Oh, no. Oh, the wall helped us actually avoid continual slide out. So, folks, to everyone who had to avoid me, I'm sorry you did, but that time, my slow driving wasn't my fault. I got hit. L412, thank you very much for saying sorry, my bad. Taking the time to write it in means you're losing speed on the track to send in the message. Very much appreciated. Oh, and I eat just a little bit more, but didn't slow us down too much. Give the car, I'm going to let Ghost. I'm not going to try to block Ghost when he's got that much more speed on us. Good driving, Ghost. All right. Smelled like I had the dogs behind me, but I guess maybe I'm just sweating this race here. Guess it might be time to change my underpants. Alright, let's see if we can climb back up. Pretty tough when you're racing against legends. 29 watching. That is a record for the channel. Thank you very much to those of you who are watching. Those that put in the work to keep coming back. And those that are new to the channel checking it out for the first time. I say thank you and I salute you. Camerloto always making it back. Thank you so much, friend. So for those of you who are new to the channel and you want to be able to race with us, you just need to add me on your friends list, make a friend request, or do a search for the Red Lobby, JCCR, Race, Clean, or Kick, or add JCCR_Johnny. Make a friend request, I'll accept it, and then you'll be able to easily find our races, because at the top of the little lobby selector, there's a little button that says Friends Races. All right, thank you, Daniel, for letting me know. All right, look at these guys going through that last turn with speed and confidence. Well done, Ghost, Marciello. Everyone in front of you, in front of me, well done, because I'm not catching up because you're driving well. Got off the throttle there to avoid an accident with the Lamborghini. That's okay, there'll be other times. Patience is key. Patience is king. See if we can pull off, get enough patience to ball it all up and pull on past. Thank you, Ghost. Feel like you laid off the throttle to let me pass there. There's no need to give me freebies like that. Slow through here again, and extra slow if you catch that slippery gray stuff. And good back and forth, Ghost. Has the patience. Gets the pass back in. Ooh, got on the throttle too early. And the result is we got 2 wheels off in the gravel. Does not make for fast driving. We gotta fly through here, so we'll be a little bit quicker here next time. Alright, so I'm missing some of the chat here. Film this GT, thank you for the encouragement. Started off this race and it was going solid. I was slowly getting Dana was slowly pulling ahead. Super Doofus saying we should restart with 16. I guess, yeah, I know we've got time. Hopefully you'll all make it back. So I'm going to restart it with 16 here. Super Doofus, walk me through it. So I'm going to actually put the message here. Starting lobby with more racers. Starting lobby with... I have to run this down. I wish we could just mic talk this. I guess they didn't know how to remove swear words and whatnot. My controller is not going very well. Layla might have slammed it into the floor a little too hard. Settings, Philness? I don't think so. We really went through, looked everywhere. Let me know if you see it here. But we, for the heck of us, could not find it. I wasn't the only one looking. I think we're all looking through here. Boost, none. Visible damage, yes. Tire wear, refueling, low. Race finish. So, vroom vroom, right on. Finish the first race. Working on that. It won't take long. You'll get your safety rating. Thank you so much for coming back and giving us an update. I love that. Love it. And I like your little seal face or dog that says vroom vroom. Okay, go over to room mode. Thank you very much. So let's see, room mode here. All right, room mode. Where would that be? Room mode here. Okay, so maybe if we change it up for practice and race, free run, practice qualifier, maybe free run, maybe in these little points here. No. Yeah, we got to restart. So here we go. I'll quit out. We'll make it back in. Let's get a few more people into the race. Vroom vroom, there'll possibly be space, so you can always, we can test you out here. Hope that you have a clean race. Wish you good luck. Good game. So I'll load, but then modify. Create new room. Load. Unless it's here. No. Yeah, I think under, yeah, there we go. It's going to be under load settings, and we'll be able to play around with that. Max number of participants. I guess let's try 16. Let's go all out. We'll try 16. I'll make this the new saved. We'll get a few more seconds in here because 30 seconds to finish up is pretty darn short if we're running Nuremberg, for example. Nurschleife, sorry. Here we go. Wearing out the triangle. Maybe so, maybe so. 16 on Grand Valley. Why not? We'll try it up on Grand Valley. Change grid. Since it's a new lobby. Change event settings. Nice American natural road course. Highway 1, here we come. And do we have the over? Yeah, we've got the 40 seconds. We'll save settings here. Overriding our best template here. No worries, Camerloto. All right, here we go. Folks, in honor of what Camerloto just said, I'll say please forgive my slow driver rating. I've been in C for a while and we got kicked back down with not putting enough practice prior to working on our qualifying lap and getting a good enough qualifying lap. So let's see, we got Camerloto making it in. Brando, welcome. Radfold. Daniel, thank you very much. Yes, it does help our community to grow if you hit that like button. Ghost503 has made it back. Right on, brother. Marciello, good job. Super Doofus has made it in. Fantastic. Radfold, Dark J's in. Father Time, welcome, my friend. Ooh, and a B rating driver. We've got a Father Time is fast. Sometimes time goes by very quickly, and sometimes it goes excruciatingly slow. Having goals in life definitely helps time go by more quickly, more enjoyable when you've got goals. Oh, and there's, my goodness, no space. So, even at 16, and can't kick people. This is unfortunate. Radfold, we've never raced with. Radfold, are you in the live? If you're in the live, I won't kick you. If you're not in the live, we're gonna make room for Mustang Drifter. Wait for next race. Okay. Still Radfold. Will he answer? Who's Radfold? Are you currently watching? So let's do, folks. So who won the last race? Let me know what race you want, and then we'll do highway after. JCRL, yeah, these are all regular returners. Radfold's new. I'm sorry, Radfold. Mustang Drifter, there's your spot since you're a regular. Oh, Father Time, you absolutely can run mediums. I certainly don't mind having a bit, I'd say, not more of a chance to stay behind you, but less of a chance to fall really far behind you if you're in front of me. So, Mustang Drifter, if you get in, I'll throw it on your race. Our Riviera making it in, an A driver, but Mustang Drifter has made it in. Great, good. There we go. Okay, so let's go do highway. And then change grid order. And then after we'll go back to winner picks. The good news is if you won the last race, you probably have a really good chance of winning the next race as well. Highway, here you are. Highway, we've got 40 seconds after. Thank you very much, Mustang Drifter. I like that. Sir Johnny. Very nice. Thank you. All right. So 14, 15. Now can we get the race going? Change event settings. Am I the one who hasn't clicked the check mark and I'm the reason we're not moving forward? That'd be really embarrassing. But we've got it. We finally got it, folks. Thank you for your patience. I know I'm strengthening everyone's frontal cortex because patience, I've said it before, I'll say it again, neurons that fire together, wire together, and you get more wiring in the frontal cortex, more intelligence when you work your patience. And when you don't and you fly off the handle on a regular basis, with time you'll get more wiring in your amygdala. I've always had trouble since college. I've had trouble saying that word, but your back, the more animal section of the brain, animal instincts are back there. You'll develop that, and actually the frontal cortex will kind of shrink. You'll have less neural connections, less neural density. So being really stressed all the time, or especially being that will can lower intelligence, but patience definitely flying off the handle. So Jay Rizio, back of the bus. Sure, absolutely. Jay Rizio, where are my glasses? Oh, at the top. Yeah, no, you're too fast to be up there. Who will be Bunny? So let's get Mustang Drifter up to be Bunny, because he's getting the honorary, got the choice, the honors choice of picking the race without finishing first, which is A-okay. We got to throw out a random prize once in a while, and it kind of worked out because we were closing the lobby to get in. It's a new lobby now that we're up to 16. We closed the old, opened the new. And the first lobby race is usually picked by me, but we've given the honor to Mustang Drifter. L42, let's get you just a little lower. Dano, let's get you a little lower. I don't think we have a whole lot of D racers in the house tonight. I am I'm a very slow C, or a quick D. So I'll put myself up with the slower drivers as well. Marciello is a little slower as well, if I recall. And I think that's going to pretty much... Camerlotto is a slower racer as well. Let's get you up near the top so you get a chance, like myself, to see all these pros pass us. Put Father back on in the back because he's super fast. Fair enough. Well, you get the honor of being at the bottom. And Bren N, and those are our A drivers at the bottom. So let's see here. A drivers, B's, D to the top. More than just double Ds, 2 sets of double Ds this fine evening. Stephen Sills, good evening. Welcome to the community. Stephen, you've been here before, so I'm sorry to say welcome. I need to say welcome back. 20 speed asking, oh my goodness, yeah, 20 speed starting in third last. Well, at least you're amongst the Bs, but let's find out from this race where you stack up against the other B drivers. If you finish the race pretty much where you started, well, that means you definitely should be going up above some of those other Bs. If you jump 8 spots, well, then it means you're actually a fast B, and you're probably at a decent spot. But sorry, I caught the message too late. All right, folks, good luck, good racing. Don't forget, race clean, have fun. If you completely destroy someone off the track, wait for them. If they get destroyed because they drive into you, well, that's their fault. That's their problem. Call those you problems. Oh my, that sidewalk is harsh. Ooh, that's a piece of cement I don't want to eat again. Not going to box out the fast driver, about to blow off my doors. And it's JCCR West. Now to all the skilled drivers, you get the challenge and fun of passing us less skilled drivers, and we'll try to follow you and learn from you. So you guys are the coaches and the mentors of the team, the JCCR racing team, as we do JCCR racers versus subscribers. and occasional violent randos. And sometimes we meet great new randoms that become part of the community, become part of the friends community that we're building here. Not like Friends the show, because no one ends up sleeping with anyone else. Thank goodness, thank God. Not at all like the Friends show. And no monkey. And no monkey business. Super doofus, look at that new livery. I don't believe that's the one you sent me today, is it? I really like the photo of the livery you sent me today, that you personally built. Brennan, fantastic. I'm glad I didn't accidentally bump you. I've got the radar on to avoid that. So we've got an A driver. Let's see how this A driver takes on this track. Try to stay behind him for as long as possible. Tom, you went through there very quickly, my friend. If you're on controller, I've got to say, you really can pull some solid lines using the controller just the same, and that's tough. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, Super Doofus, thank you for going wide to avoid that collision. I went inside, but I was braking too late for the inside. Thought I was doing a smart thing. I said, oh, I'll go on the inside to avoid if Tom brakes early, I won't ram him. He catches me off guard. So I'll just go here on the inside, but it's just my braking was way too late. Actually, I was sorry. I went on the inside because my braking was too late. I missed the brake cue, went to the inside to avoid ramming, but didn't think I was so late that I would kind of fly through half the corner, half the turn. All right. Part of the entertainment. D drivers like myself, not following the usual trend, and A and B drivers playing the dodgeball game with us, at least with me. Howdy L412. Howdy do 412. I am going to try to pass you here. Just go out on the outside a little, drive a little sidewalk. Oh, and I went too much on the outside, had to let go of the throttle, so I've lost some speed, but I can certainly try to get in behind Ronan in that screaming Mazda. It's not a moaning Mazda, it's a shrieking Mazda, but it sounds nice. It sounds very F1-like. Caught in the wrong gear, too high of a gear, so missed that opportunity to pass. Didn't have the power to do so. Ooh. Don't want to get caught on the inside, too much on the inside again. So I'm going to be patient, pull back for the moment, and try to pass L412 at a different moment. Oh, Tom is in a spin-out situation. I've been in a few of those this fine evening, so I know what that's all about. Okay, once we get to the inside apex, we're a little early there, and that's why we can be consistent with that throttle. Really got to make it to the inside of the apex and only get on the throttle before the marker if I really know the turn. Things we need to remember as rookie and amateur drivers. That slide out's going to cost us a little bit of time, but we still got one lap to see if we can get into 8th, into the safety positions. Now, 20 speed doing some good smart driving, got behind us and came in for the draft, do a little drafting, That is not an ideal line there. Need to come out from a little further and a little earlier to get the proper angle on that turn. Get the nose facing in the right direction. Get back in the throttle nice and early there. We need to be full throttle all the way through. And we're still in the 20s. We've been in the 20s now for quite some time. So thank you for those who are watching. Now, if you're watching and you're not dropping comments, that's okay. But if you do drop comments, you're joining the JCCR Racing Pit Crew, getting to meet new people, with time, make some new friends. And I love hearing people's information about car talk, track talk. I think 20 Speed might have gotten his internet cut or something behind us, and then all of a sudden he wasn't. I'm not sure what happened there. Try to use the whole track here. Haha, Steven Sells, I like that. New friends, yay! Well, when you've been talking day and day, every night to people, usually 5 times a week for, you know, a couple months, yeah, it's silly to make friends. It's nice. And I am going to be a good friend to myself this evening. Started early, so I'm going to shut it down a little earlier. We're going to do one last race, and that's because I need to get some sleep if I'm going to get rid of this sore throat. And let's see, Dano in first. Congratulations, Dano. Mustang Drifter. Wow, you're very quick here. Very nice. I didn't realize Mustang Drifter, you're a B rating. You're a B rating. Very quick stuff. We got Bren N, so an A rating up in with bronze, and JCCR West taking on 4th place. Fantastic. We picked up clean race bonus. Camerloto, no worries at all. Thank you. Pablo B saying, what a ridiculous penalty I got. Pablo, I'm not sure what penalty, because we don't have off-track penalties. So maybe even if someone accidentally hits you and then bounces off and goes off the track, sometimes GT7 is broken and gives you the penalty for it, even if you're just kind of racing your line and doing your own thing. So let's see, Dano, it's up to you. It's up to you, brother. Texas Ranger, let's run Brazil. Yes. Pablo, I had a feeling. Thank you for confirming my suspicion. This is why I sometimes make videos or in live say that Gran Turismo 7 at times is my favorite sim racer, despite nonetheless it being rather quite broken at times. And I kind of will judge at the beginning of the week, is this week's race broken or not? Half the time, I think about half the time, it's broken. And let's see, so I believe it was Interlagos, right? Interlagos. Yeah, Ronan, our JCCR lobbies have become very popular. We're blowing out 16. If we could be 20 racers, we'd have 20 racers from the looks of it. So let's get 4 laps in here at this fine Brazilian track. They say that when you're in Brazil, a 6, if you're and you're a male, apparently as a man in Brazil, as a visitor, if you're a 6 here, you're a 10 down there. So I won't be testing out that theory, but if anyone has any information on that, I've wondered how much truth is behind that. So here we are, Autodromo de Interlagos. Horrible attempt, but the important part is I tried. Don't get bit by the snake. Fair enough. Fair enough, Dano. And let's see, for grid order. Oops. Okay, yes, I do want to enter, actually. Enter the car here. Yeah, CH, welcome. Welcome in. Thank you for taking the time to drop a hello. You'll slowly get to know the community better. If you keep coming back for months at end, at a certain point, you're going to have to say, hey, these guys have become my friends. Because you can't hang out almost every night with people for months at end and not make some friends in the process. All right, so Let's check out the grid order. A's at the bottoms, slower racers at the top. Mustang Drifter, you snuck in at the top. Actually, sorry, you didn't sneak in. I put you there. I raced you, Bunny, because I gave you the Highway 1. Dano, L42, JCCR. Let's see, Wes. What rating are you, Wes? You're a B. Okay, so B all the way, and I think an A, possibly, or 2 at the bottom. There we go. Fantastic. And Bren, we got a whole bunch of... And Ghost 503. Let's get Ghost higher up here. Ghost, you got to hit that. Pick your car. Hit that little green check mark. Because otherwise, if you do it quick enough, I'm putting you at the top. And no, you're not. Oh, but now you're there. Okay, last chance. If you don't show up, I'm just going to start the race. I'm glad that... Let's see. Let's chase Ghost this fine evening. Pablo B, number 15, Chill X. You want to go up, Pablo? Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the reminder. Change grid order. Pablo. Let's try you up here. Oh, no, that's Chill. No, Pablo 15. Yeah, no. Okay. Here we go. Pablo is Chill. My brain's just broken. Let's try that. So... where did we put you? Pablo, where did you go? Oh, here, 6. I think that makes sense. 20 speed. Who are 20 speed? Yes, sure, 20 speed, absolutely. Let's get you a little higher here. Last adjustment I'm making. We're going to start the race right after this. Put you right behind me, and we'll see how that goes. Here we go. Start race. 20 speed. If you want to start in the top 4, you're just going to have to be a slower D rating. Go and ruin your go into the weekly race and race the races you don't know, because every week I race the weekly races. Even if I know nothing about a track, I'm still going to get on it. I often don't have time to properly prep and put in about an hour of work, at least half an hour. Sometimes can only have time to do 1 or 2 laps, and then I get into that new race. So my rating is pretty darn low, but if you can get it lower than mine, I will definitely put you ahead of me. Mind you, those E-racers, when we meet new people who are E-rated, they're often very quick. They just don't do weekly races. Or they like providing huge surprises in these lobbies. But I've learned to expect that E-drivers are quick in the lobbies. Oh, will I find space on the inside here? I did. Ran the candy canes. Make sure I don't run anyone off the track, so that's what the radar's for. Pretty hard to ignore the sound of the Lamborghini here. Now the higher skilled drivers behind us get the challenge and fun of kind of zigzagging in between us and flying on by. And test their reaction times, because sometimes us C and D drivers will do unpredictable things. Brake a little too early, brake a little late. I know when I go go-karting, I certainly don't mind flying by slower drivers, unless I've got, 15 kilometers, 20 kilometers on them and they try to block me. Then that's dangerous, because, I don't like getting whiplash. Oh, that is some slippery stuff out there. So I just thought I'd cut the field and maybe end up at the past turn 1 there. But we're now in 12th. And there was an accident. Big accident. Took Dano from near the top of the pack to the very bottom of the pack. I'm at the bottom of the pack now, but purely on a good learning experience. One of the last turns, if you catch any of, I just caught a bit of that elevated candy cane, and I guess with the mid-engine elevated candy canes, you play around with your rear positioning And my rear was put in gear and spun out. Start accelerating just on the marker, just before. Alright, the question is, can we cut 3 seconds off this lap and get behind someone and get some actual interesting driving? It's interesting when you're following someone and there's lots of back and forth with one car. Let's see if we can get in that type of position here. That's a definite turn where you can start accelerating far before the marker. 134, driven by L412. Good work, L412. One 1.2 seconds behind you. And fantastic, we're behind Father Time, so hopefully I can learn a thing or two from Father Time here. There must have been, he's a very quick driver, there must have been some sort of accident. Oh, it's kind of slippery out there. Not horrifically slippery though. Crossover. There we go, we're on the apex. Will this be enough to close the gap? Glad I avoided that accident. Oh, that's right, Father Time is on mediums. And I did mention, I said it'll be nice if Father Time, I mentioned with Father Time being on mediums, if I get behind him, the distance will hopefully not grow nearly as quickly. I'll be able to stay behind him for a little bit longer, and that's what it's been. It's exactly how it's turned out, so it's very nice. Thank you for running those mediums for me. Remy, I'm sorry, tonight we even brought it up. We closed the lobby because we were at 12 with a lot of people waiting. We opened up at 16 and now we're at 16 with people waiting. But Remy, I appreciate your commitment. This is going to destroy your streak. You've been making it in for, oh, what have I done here? Get my mind back on the track, but you've been making it in consistently for like 3 weeks. I think you've made every single race for the last 3 weeks, and I really appreciate that. Well, Remy, make it back tomorrow night. I'm going to start up at 9 p.m. Almost certainly. Pretty rare that I start at 9:30, but likely start at 9 p.m. Do a weekly race, then we'll get into this. So there's like a bit of a buffer time from when people get the little notification saying the live has started. I'm going to race one weekly race, so you always have some buffer time there. But you're going to pick, Remy, in your honor for waiting it up. You get to pick the first race. So between now and tomorrow, figure out what race. You can even practice the race. Maybe pick up a win on it and get to pick back-to-back. Not a triple crown champion, but that would make you, what do they call it when you win 2 races back-to-back? So 3 is a crown. I don't know. The straight line champion, because they're going, I don't know, there's 2 points in a straight line. There could be more, I guess, if you have different stop-offs on your GPS, but enough rambling from me. L412, you more than deserve to be told congratulations. You got gold, my friend. Marciello, fantastic. Every time I put you near the top, being like, yeah, let's put Marciello up. He's a D driver. You kill it. I think you're a fake D. I think you're actually a B racer. I kind of figured this out last night and I forgot. And Father Time saying, can we get one more sub? Absolutely. Father Time, I'm going to be your next sub. So I hope you're on YouTube here. And good games, everyone. Absolutely fantastic. While we close up the shop, CH had bad lag. Hopefully we'll get that worked out for tomorrow. Here, I just want to take the time to say good to see everyone again. Nice to meet the new racers. And that was some clean racing. Let's play again sometimes. And congratulations. That was an incredible race. Great choice, Dano. The Texas Ranger knows how to pick a race. And I've got to close it up because I got to sleep off this sore throat. After racing, I don't know if this happens to you, but after racing, it's not so much that my heart's pounding quickly, but maybe I've got a little bit more excitement, a little more adrenaline in the system. And I need a half hour to wind down. So let's hit it up in the garage. Let's finish it in style here. Don't forget, folks, change your oil. Mine's probably bad now because it was normal last night. Lambo does hate the curbs, and the 911 did not like that elevated curb at all. That completely threw us off. Daniel, I love your message, telling everyone to have a blessed night. And I'm not going to be the only one here. Let's encourage Father Time here. See if we can find Father Time on YouTube. Is there another way to find you, Father Time? Because I'm not, it's not picking up, which is kind of weird. Huh. Okay, so maybe if the link is, if anyone has Father Time's link, is it Father Time 1958? Let's see here, 266 videos. Planes? Okay, let's get back into the live chat here and see where I can click here. All right, fantastic. So I've subscribed. So I'm number 129. And keep the videos coming, Father Time. Folks, it's been a great night racing with you all. I'm blessed to have you along for the journey, and life's a journey, but very much like a race is a journey. You can spend all your time focusing on what's in front of you. That'll probably create stress and anxiety. You can also spend a good portion of your time worrying about what's happened, what's behind you, what's happened in the past. And that will lead, with enough focus on the past, it will lead to, unfortunately, depression, or just, not feeling great. It might not be at the level of depression, but it's certainly not going to make you happy if you're always stuck in the past, thinking about your mistakes. And that's why I think it's pretty important to be part of some form of system where you're encouraged to, either ask for forgiveness for your mistakes or, put them behind you. And I also think it's important to not live too far into the future. Yes, have goals, but it's so important to be centered and based in the present. I think the Bible does a really good job of talking about that and saying, give your stresses away, ask for forgiveness for your past, just be present. But, there's other religions as well that, Indian religions, there's a lot of them, but they also talk about, being in the present moment and whatever it may be, whatever you find useful to bring yourself better mental health, better success. I think it's key. Stick to it, stay positive, stay kind. Don't let other drivers of life knock you off course and make you so full of wrath, as Ronan reminds us. Don't let yourself be knocked off your course and be completely sidetracked. It's okay. People are going to be people. They're going to knock you off the track. Just get back on the track. The important is that you're getting to drive. You're moving forward. You're you're your own driver of your own car. Your body is a car and your soul is the Make sure the two get along quite well. Don't beat yourself up. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others, and don't expect kindness in return. When you have expectations, often life and things won't live up to those expectations of other people's behavior. What we can control is ourselves and how we perceive the world. So stay positive and, stay fruitful. Persevere, go out and get those wins. Make huge life goals, because I think we're the happiest when we're accomplishing goals, when we've got, something to live for. And it's always good, you might say, well, why am I putting effort into learning this new language or the piano or whatever it may be, racing? If you do nothing sitting on the couch and 5 years go by, you're probably not going to be nearly as happy as if in the process of not really knowing where you're going in life, maybe you don't have any goals, and that's okay. But try to do things that are meaningful, because there's way more chances that after 5 years of doing many meaningful things, you're going to look back and say, you know what? I'm now proud of myself. I'm now happy in life, and I've got, better to be bored with skills than, or uncertain with skills than uncertain with no skills. So get out, get those skills. Get outside of your comfort zone, get embarrassed, because that's where, when you're feeling embarrassed, you're in the growth and learning phase. So I wish you all more luck. I hope you come back with good, positive stories of how you're going out and making a difference for yourself and others. God bless. Godspeed, everybody. And thank you very much, the Dark J. Go out and get it, man. Just, unfortunately, Nike's right on this one. Just do it. Put one foot forward in front of another, because the huge difference between people who are highly successful and people who live on the couch is just that the people who are highly successful, they too were afraid of fear. They had fear. They doubted themselves. They're worried they wouldn't succeed. But even with being worried and doubting themselves and worried about not succeeding and failing, they just said, you know what, I'm putting one foot in front of another, and I'm going to learn from my mistakes. So Godspeed, everybody. Hope you get to put the pedal to the metal in a car that you love sometime real soon. If it's not in the real world, this is still my favorite place to race. And if you want to see some real world cars and long-term reviews, I'd love it if you could check out Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. I'd really be appreciative and blessed if you did that. It's Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. We've got the 2017 Shelby GT350 that we're long-term reviewing, the 1999 Porsche 911, the 1991 Toyota MR2 on its fourth engine. Yeah, Toyota, super reliable, always, of course. And we've got the 2025 Ford F-150 Tremor. So, good night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. See you tomorrow night, 9 p.m.